Frustrating news about inflation sent stocks spiraling today. The Dow had its worst day in nearly a year, dropping almost 1.5%. It was no better for the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq. Those losses were triggered by a new report showing inflation came in higher than expected at 3.1% last month, meaning a cut in interest rates may not come for several months. With inflation still stubbornly high, raising the costs of food and shelter, millions of student loan borrowers are stuck deciding between having to pay their debt or provide for their families. In tonight's Money Watch, CBS's Nancy Chen has tips to help you save.
With 2 master's degrees, Raquel Perry has always prioritized education, and she has the bills to prove it.
How much do you owe?
$307,000.
When you see that amount written out, what do you think?
How am I ever going to pay this back?
The 30-year-old mother teaches financial literacy to high schoolers in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. But when it comes to supporting her family, the numbers don't add up.
If I pay this $500, $600, $700 this month, how am I going to afford to buy food for the family for the month, for the week?
Perry avoided her payments, along with 40% of borrowers, after federal student loan bills resumed last fall following a pause for the pandemic. Borrowers won't face late fees for a 1-year grace period, but student loan advisor Betsy Mayotte warns interest is still building.
What are the consequences or risks in not addressing this issue?
If the loan ends up defaulting, it's going to be a big hit on your credit. Future debt that you need to take on, a mortgage, a credit card, a car loan, is likely going to have a much higher interest rate.
While everyone's situation is different, all federal loans offer an interest rate discount for auto pay. For some, up to $2,500 in annual interest could be written off on tax returns. And the government has constantly evolving programs that can eliminate or reduce loans, with options available through the online loan simulator tool.
I would love to see every consumer with student loans get in the habit of reevaluating their student loan strategy and checking in on things once a year.
Lessons for all, including those at the head of the classroom. Nancy Chen, CBS News, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.